Okay, so I guess my family's origin story would start with, you know, we're all from El Salvador. It's a country in Central America, and I guess the first person who came over here was my grandmother in the 70s, on my dad's side, and she came during the mid 70s, and my dad was around like 13, and so the majority of his life, almost half of his life, he didn't really see my grandmother because she was here. And from then on, my dad was able to come, and then he brought my mom, and then me. I was born there also. So yeah, I mean, the majority of, my whole family's from there, and it's unfortunate because I guess the reason why we are here, we found ourselves here, is because of a civil war that happened in El Salvador throughout the 80s. So I was born, a couple of years after, it ended, and, the country's in shambles. You have really no other choice to go but to, immigrate. And so I found myself here, my mom, my dad, 1999. And yeah, I mean, I guess I would associate most of my family with, very, hands-on, technical workers. My dad's father was a shoemaker, and my grandfather on my mom's side was a mechanic. So the majority of a lot of our lives are built on the work, hard labor, physical labor, manual labor of of our family. So yeah, and from then on, I mean, it stretched because, my grandfather worked that job on my mom's side, and my grandmother was a teacher. She was a teacher in the war. She taught like 70 to 100 children who were orphans from the war. And from then on, my mom was able to apply to college and, become a dentist in El Salvador. And, from then on, yeah, she was able to get a job there. My dad came over here, and she took a huge, goal, at least for her and my dad, is for us to, me and my brother, I have a younger brother who was born here also, is to, graduate college in the U.S.
Great. Thank you very much.